Hi friends, welcome back to Nessa's Nook. So today I am going to reattempt some bread and butter pickles. Now I have made those in the past. However, I did not make any last year because I couldn't taste them and I didn't know if it was going to taste good. And of course I was looking around and I see Miss Lori at Whippoorwill Holler, and this is her instructions right here. I'll also be putting that down below. So I just made up a batch of some sun pickles, which you'll see probably before you see this one, because this one won't be ready for a week. And I had cut up too many pickles. But I have a whole bunch more here in my sink that I'll be going ahead and probably to keep them just all right, I'll probably just like dice them like I did with these, but just cut them in smaller pieces so everything is like uniform. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get that finished here, and I'll be right back. So if you're wondering what I'm doing, I already washed my pickles, by the way, my cucumbers. And what I'm going to do on these bigger ones is just cut it in half and cut these in fours, and then just, you know, have these in chunks. I mean, this is not how the bread and butter pickles usually are. However, because I messed up on those other ones, you might as well have them all uniform. Now, Miss Lori is having, she made enough for the 3.5 pounds. There is more than 3.5 pounds of cucumbers here. So what's going to be happening is I will be making a little bit more of her brine than I would have normally made. So this way I know that we have more than enough brine to go over everything. And that's one thing about when it's your rules, your kitchen, your stuff that you want to do, you can make these changes. I mean, you're not stuck by a particular recipe saying, okay, you only can do it this way and that's the only way to do it. It's not, that's just not the way it is. So, take that piece out of there. So I'm just gonna go ahead and finish cutting these up, and I will be right back. All right, so what you're gonna do, I have all these all cut up. This is why I said it's definitely more than 3.5 pounds. This should probably hopefully fit in a gallon container, but if not, it's okay because I'm gonna have enough brine, even if I have to put some of this like in a quarter, another half gallon or whatever. So I'm gonna go ahead, just like you do with your cabbage. You put quite a bit of salt in here. And this is gonna help get all the extra wetness or whatever it is that why you add the salt to both things, which I'm not for sure. I think it just brings the water out. Add just a little bit more. And then you're gonna make sure that when you rinse this, that you rinse this very, 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 very good, because otherwise your pickles are going to be so incredibly salty. So what's going to happen is I'm going to go ahead and put this covered in my refrigerator for about 2 to 3 hours, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start the brine. So I'll be back when we're ready to do that. Okay friends, this is the next day. Things happened. We were working on Mark's car, and so this is just going to be done the next day. Now what this is, like I said, is this recipe here. But I did double it because I do have a full gallon of pickles and onions. So I figured this way I have a little bit more left over if I need to. If not, then I'll just go ahead and you know, figure maybe get some more pickles and some more onions and make a second little batch. We'll see. We'll see how much this leaves us with. But I did get all of this, which let me bring up the camera a little bit. I did get this whole gallon. It's got 2 onions in there. It's got all those cucumbers. And yes, there was a lot of water that came out of there this morning. So that must be what that does. So what we're going to be doing is bringing this up to a boil. I'm going to let this cool down a little bit because I don't want to break my glass jar. But we're just going to go ahead and bring this up to a boil, get everything all nice and melted. And like I said, I did do a double batch, but I'll be putting everything down below of what we did. This does take a good week for this to actually, for all the taste to incorporate in with the cucumbers. So I won't be trying it until at least a week from now. I'll probably sneak and try one in probably about 3 or 4 days. But to actually be able to eat it as a little snack is going to be well over a week from now. So I'll bring you back once I'm ready to put this actually in the gallon jar, and I'll be back. All right, so this brine is a little bit cooled off now. I'm gonna go ahead and give this a stir up. This is what it looks like when it's done here. So giving that more of a stir. It smells pretty good. Hopefully it tastes really good. And then I just have my funnel over this. I'm gonna go ahead and just pour. Wow, that doesn't leave much of anything, did it? So anyways, this is going to go in the refrigerator for at least a week. And I guess that's going to help get everything like all super nice and tasty and everything like that. So this will go in the back refrigerator because we have more room back there. And I don't know for sure if you guys have ever made anything like this, or have you made this in the past. I know I've made it like this in the past, but it's been quite a while. So let me know in the comments down below what do you think. And I can let you know, like, in the comments later how this ended up being, if I did like it or not. So thank you very much for stopping by. I hope you have a very blessed and wonderful day.